Before maps were drawn, before borders were named, there were stones, lifted by hands that believed in gods, in beauty, in eternity. This is a journey through time carved in marble and painted in gold. We walk where philosophers once spoke, where saints once prayed, where emperors built and pilgrims wept. Let the ruins speak. Let us listen to the silence between the stones. This is Greece. This is Thrace. This is the echo of centuries. Welcome to Stone, Light, and Memory. Beneath volcanic ash, Akrotiri blooms again. In a room buried for millennia, crimson lilies sway across volcanic walls, bending in rhythm with the Aegean breeze. The spring fresco is not just decoration, but a celebration of life, vibrant, untamed, and eternal. Painted before Homer, it's a Bronze Age Eden, lost and found. Its colors still vivid, its silence still warm. Carved into the hillside of Mycenae, the treasury of Atreus opens like a secret kept for kings. Built over 3,000 years ago, this Tholos tomb was not merely a resting place, but a statement of power, where architecture became immortality, and stone remembered the names time forgot. At Mycenae, lions guard the gate to memory. Gold masks sleep in grave circles, faces of kings and myths. In Corinth, the Temple of Apollo stands in austere elegance, stone against sky. Ephesus rises in marble crescendo. The Library of Celsus opens its facade like a book of wisdom. In the terraced houses of Ephesus, frescoes and mosaics whisper of private lives, banquets, myths, and quiet devotion preserved in painted walls. Outside, the Memmius Monument rises in fractured pride, a tribute to lineage and legacy amid imperial stone. At the Fountain of Trajan, water once danced beneath the emperor's gaze, flowing through marble arches that still echo with Roman grandeur. In the sanctuary of sport and spirit, Olympia echoes with footsteps of the divine. The stadium lies quiet now, but the air still pulses with victory. The Temple of Zeus once held a wonder, ivory and gold seated in majesty. Nike descends in triumph, robes caught in eternal wind. Where the earth breathes prophecy, Delphi unfolds in golden silence. The Temple of Apollo stands amid laurel and stone. The charioteer gazes forward, bronze and still, awaiting the god's whisper. Treasuries gleam with civic pride, each city-state offering its devotion in marble. Above the pulse of Athens, the Parthenon rises like a hymn. Doric columns tuned to divine proportion. The frieze moves in procession, citizens, gods, and ideals carved in rhythm. Caryatids bear the weight of centuries with grace. Here, myth and democracy share the same foundation. At Epidaurus, architecture becomes medicine and sound becomes spirit. The ancient theater, carved into the hillside, carries laughter across centuries. Its acoustics so perfect, even a whisper reaches the furthest seat. Nearby, the sanctuary of Asclepius welcomes pilgrims seeking healing, where votive offerings and sacred springs once promised renewal. From Paros to Patmos, the Virgin's gaze softens stone. Panagia Ekatontopiliani glows with Parian marble and ancient icons. The monastery of St. John guards revelation in candlelit frescoes. In Hagia Sophia, gold tesserae shimmer with divine paradox. Christ and Quranic verses share the dome, Byzantine and Ottoman in sacred dialogue. At Topkapi, tulips bloom in tile, and emerald daggers sleep in velvet. Iznik ceramics and mother-of-pearl inlays weave a palace of devotion and delight. At Mathura, monasteries cling to heaven, stone sanctuaries suspended between earth and sky. Here, faith is carved into cliffs, and the divine descends gently into shadow. In Varlam and St. Barbara, frescoes bloom in candlelight, and silence becomes sacred. The icon of the Dormition of the Mother of God glows with gold and grief, capturing the moment where sorrow meets serenity. In the 19th century, marble dreams returned. In Istanbul, town halls and palaces speak the language of enlightenment and pride. Neoclassical facades rise like reborn myths, columns echoing Homer, balconies cradling revolution. From Cycladic chapels to Ottoman courts, from volcanic frescoes to Doric hymns, this is a journey through stone, light, and memory. Greece and Thrace echo, eternal. The past is not behind us. It is beneath us, beside us, within us. And as the sun sets over the Bosphorus, the story continues, in silence, in shadow and gold.